My name is Joe Gens, current chair of the anthropology department. Anthropology is the study of our own humanity. We try to go back in time and look at our origins as people and how we've developed over time, both biologically and socially and culturally. We also look at contemporary cultures and languages that people speak to try to understand the breadth of the diversity of our contemporary societies.
I'm Peter Mills. I'm sort of the token archaeologist. Archaeology is part of anthropology because it is about studying human culture. The way that I love to talk about it is borrowing from Larry Kimura at Kahakaula Oke Ili Kolani. The word is huli koehana. It's to study what remains from work. We look at the physical remnants that people have left behind in the past to reconstruct how cultures used to work.
Cultural anthropology is a subfield of anthropology, and it's focused on contemporary cultures. We're trying to gain insights into people's worldviews. One of the most interesting things that we do is just listen to people tell their stories. Sometimes it's very casual talk story. Sometimes these are very in-depth interviews called oral histories. My own work has largely focused on the Marshall Islands, and you can see behind me some of the work that I've done focuses on Marshallese navigation and voyaging, the ways that Marshallese navigators would represent their space, all in the attempt to try to understand, to try to piece together some of those early stories.
Linguistic anthropology is the study of language in the context of anthropology. As such, it emphasizes the relationship between language and society, called sociolinguistics, and the relationship between language and culture, called ethnolinguistic. Linguistic anthropology facilitates language learning by reference to the structure of language, phonology, morphology, syntax, and semantics, and the patterns of speech, the ethnography of communications. In addition, anthropologists are often called upon to conduct research in the languages of their consultants. I recommend this book called Linguistic Anthropology, a reader edited by Alessandro Durante.
Hi, I'm Lynn Morrison, and I'm a biomedical anthropologist, so that means I'm really interested in health and illness and well-being across different cultures. I started my early career looking at women's risk for HIV/AIDS in different communities, including Thailand, First Nations, and in Romania. And in my applied class, I actually have students collecting data on health issues. Here, with looking at stress and recovery during the Kilauea eruption. This was done with some of our students, Evie Lemieux and Joshua Turner. I'm now at a stage where I am melding my personal interests with animals with my research interests. So we did a whole study on looking at the rescue efforts of animals during the Kilauea eruption. So I hope some of these topics interest you, and I hope to see you in our hallways and in our classes.
We developed the Heritage Management Program at UH Hilo to try to provide a way for descendant community members to gain more access to leadership positions in heritage-related work in Hawaii.
Hi, I'm Geraldine and I'm from the Marshall Islands.
Hi, I'm Shania and I'm from Yap, and we are both students of the Heritage Management Master's Program.
Both of our projects are very similar. It's on voyaging in the Marshall Islands and in Yap, specifically focused on the socio-culture dynamics that once supported Yapese and Marshallese seafaring. The work we're doing is not just driven by academia, it's also driven by our community needs as we're working closely with them.